Greetings, folks. It is Friday the 2nd of February. I'm listening to the NPR news this morning. I'm about to turn it off. This world is cuckoo. They're talking about swatting. Are there any adults left in the house? This is ridiculous what people are acting like. Utter imbeciles. Cheers. Well, folks, yesterday was a godsend. My ears were totally quiet all day yesterday. The tinnitus is back today. I expected it, Yesterday was a gift. I did listen to music besides rehearse. I rehearsed on and off all day yesterday. I'm really excited about the David Nance project. I am. And I want to do well for the band. So I'm learning pretty much all the songs on the keyboard so that I can switch, on anything. It's pretty cool. So I get up this morning and I see that a few of you folks have a few purchases here on Bandcamp. Thank you very much. I haven't gone through them yet. I see several of these though are several of these are digital, and thank you for buying the digital today, because otherwise I wouldn't get it. Usually the digital is sales during the month go to Bandcamp. Maybe every now and then I'll get $1 for a $7 digital sale. Before I move forward, folks, I want to say that this is the only Muse CD that I have that's signed by me and Blake, and it's so hard to get a hold of Blake that this is kind of a rarity. Actually, I just can't get a hold of Blake to have him sign some more. So what I'm saying is I have one more. If you are, sorry folks, I'm doing two things at once here. If you are one of the folks who bought this and you want the autographed copy, leave me a message. Maybe you'll be able to get it. Now, just 1 second here. I want to put on some music in the background here, okay? So I was wanting to play some of the Muse, but I'll put that's the way interlude starts. And this music just has a lot of meaning to me. Well, I wanted to also let you know that some orders will receive some extras. A couple of tapes from FPE. I'll just throw those in. I would like to encourage you folks to please make some purchases and show me some support. With as many people, I love this music. I'm gonna have to stop it. I love it. As many of you that watch me every day, I've only gotten a few sales. That's why I made that video last night, to try to make sure people know. I'm still having to, and I'll say it like that because I wish that things were better. I'm still having to send money to my family out in California so people can make it. That's one of the reasons why when I buy records, I'll be feeling guilty. It's like, oh, I know so-and-so needs money. We always need money. It sucks. I'm so glad For that reason, I am so glad that I decided to stay in Nebraska, because I can afford to live here. California is ridiculous, and it's ongoing. So if you see this, Stephanie, I know that you're very optimistic, but you'll say things, but it's bullshit. This just goes on. The need for money is endless. So my family would appreciate. And the other thing is, let me finish before I go on about music. I am at the poverty level, literally. I'm living on Social Security and what I make on my music. I know that many of you who watch me are probably at the poverty level too, or close, but I know there's other folks here who are watching me who have plenty of money. So share that with me. Help me, give me some money. Okay, if you don't want the music, make the purchase, pay more for it, and give it away as a gift. Okay? So the tinnitus isn't as heavy as it can be today, which means it tends to go like this, like 3, 4, 5 days tinnitus, and then I'll have a quiet day. It's not real loud this morning, which means it's going to build in intensity for a few days. So I'm just learning how to live with it, but I sure do appreciate having quiet days every now and then. Yesterday was wonderful, and I played a bunch of music as well as practicing on and off all day. So what did I play? Jaga Jazzist, one of those European bands. Pyramid. This came out in 2020 on Flying Lotus's label, Brain Feeder. I love that cover. This is unique. This is the limited edition clear vinyl. This band is unique. It's this is cool. The inside feel here is an actual pyramid that you can set up, but I just leave it inside of here. Little fun gimmicky things. Where's this band from? Norway or something? Sweden? These guys are really good. They're not all guys too. That's when I say guys, it's like we said it when I was a kid. You guys, we just mean people. That was wonderful. Relaxing at times, beautiful. I love it's propulsive, but I like people when they take the shape of the melody and do this with it, which does not happen in the blues. But I want to say this because, the blues really does trigger me, to be honest. I just talked to Hank Red. We've had a pause in what we're doing for a number of reasons. But when he plays the blues, all of his compositions that I'm recording for him are blues based. But his knowledge of chords, like my younger brother, who unfortunately passed away, their knowledge of the blues and chords is so complete that they can turn it inside out. And it's beautiful. But generally speaking, when someone's playing the blues, and just the straight blues, especially Chicago blues, I don't want to hear it at all. And I have strong memories. Stephanie, you probably don't remember this guy, but Luther Allison, he's well-known blues player, I think out of Chicago. He's come up to the house. Besides Luther, you remember Luther? Local guitarist, played the blues, but Luther Allison come up in the house. I remember him as a kid because even at the house, he would put on a show. I don't need to hear no goddamn blues ever again, ever. I don't hate the blues. I'll tell you what I hate is I hate fake country music. Fake. I hate it. Racist. Fake racist country music. Hate it. Okay, let's move forward. Yesterday, I pulled this. I don't remember where I got it. This was a revelation last night. Dan Morehouse, Patterns of Growth, Curves of Life. This is a solo keyboard thing based on the Fibonacci series. You know, the number where everything spirals in almost like perfect math. He uses that as the basis for how this piece is unfolds, and he really does, because there's parts where it'll be the time for the cycle or whatever, and it'll be these long pauses, and it'll almost be like, what happened? But then I remember, and then it comes back, and it's like, you know, it's slowly unfolding. This is wonderful. Really, really wonderful. I'm not sure what kind of keyboard he uses. There's no information on the back about the keyboard. Could be an organ or a Farfisa. This is fantastic. This is one of the things that I love about my collection, and one of the ways that I feel rich. The records behind you can fool people who don't know me. Will think, well, he must have this and have that. This is a lifelong endeavor. This collection, hard won. Okay, it's not because I'm some rich kid who can just buy the new records every weekend just because he can. Excuse me. And I remember kids like that out at Creighton Prep, the all boys prep school I went to. Really entitled kids who just anything they want, you know, and they'd have the newest records, didn't even care. Let me stop. Well, maybe I won't stop. It's what's on my mind. Get the RAF, people. Get the RAF. While I'm on it, I pulled these to make a pitch for Michael P. Dawson. I don't watch a lot of people, but I like the thoroughness of Michael P. Dawson's videos. When he talks about stuff, it's like he's researched the shit. And I have his records, and I've listened to them again, and this shit is good. And I'm not really sure why it's so hard for him to get sales. Thank you, Michael. Definitely get ratty. This is good. Rat Sally. Beautiful vinyl. He's on Bandcamp, Michael P. Dawson. Buy his music. I mean, I could go through a list of people, you know, but Michael impresses me. Paleozoic. He's good. Show him some support, okay? What else did I play yesterday? These are the records I played yesterday. Mirage. This somehow gets lumped into Canterbury, although it really isn't Canterbury. It's because of Brian Godding on guitars, who was in Blossom Toes and has also played with other people in the Canterbury School, as they call it. But this is a jazz rock album. It's very good. It's interesting because it has tunes where the melody is really light-hearted, and it's like, oh my goodness, it sounds like you're in the kitchen making muffins, as opposed to being something really cool. And when we're young, we want things to be cool. So like when I first got this, like in 77, the jaunty, uplifting tracks I thought sucked, but they don't. And now I'm older with a different perspective. It makes sense. Those happy tunes probably made these musicians feel good playing them. But overall, this is very good. And it has those Mahavishnu Orchestra moments where it's very tight and quick changes. This is good. Now you see it. Really enjoyed that yesterday. Potemkine, Triton. Or rather, that's the other one. That's their other album that I have had the longest. But this Foetus. This was their first album. French band. There's some magma influence here, but they have their own sound. The first track on here is kind of weak, and it just gets better after that. Really good, and I love that cover and the color. I am very visual. Hadn't played this in a while, and this was wonderful. It was perfect for yesterday because it's a quiet album. Nick Potter, Sketches in Sound. He was originally in Vandergraaf Generator, bassist, and a notable bassist. The records that he plays bass on, it stands out. He had a big, heavy tone. No bass on this at all. It's all keyboards. Very, very new age-ish. I don't know what else to say, because it's more than ambient. It's very, very melodic. Really nice. I got this used, and I hate how people would deface records when they're valueless to the store. So there's a dollar stamp on the record. That sucks. Played this, Mini Pops. Again, I think they're Dutch. Fourth Floor. Strange band. Their first album is really weird and so wonky, it's kind of hard to listen to. But by the time they get to Sparks in the Dark Room, they have just like, wow. That's one of my favorite albums. Again, when I talk about it, I can tell you, that's one of my favorite albums. Mini Pops, Sparks in a Dark Room. Incredible. This is not as compelling as that, but it's very interesting. I don't know what this music is about. It's angular, kind of dry and stark. I love that cover, and it's fitting of the sound. Fourth Floor by Mini Pops. Really like this. I really like this band. And I played this. And this was a pleasant surprise because it's been a long time since I played it. I keep it, well, now I'm really glad I kept it. Jump is the name of the band. Jump. Hard rockin' white boys from the 70s with those platform boots, trying to do it for real, trying to be rock stars. There's that look. When I was a kid, I wanted this, not to be white, but I wanted this experience of being in a groovy rock and roll band. This is a good album. It's in the area of something like Aerosmith. Hard rockin', good riffs, but also quiet songs with piano. All the songs are really strong. As I listened to side one of this last night, again, it occurred to me, well, whoever put this out probably didn't spend enough money on promotion. It's, it got lost in the shuffle. It's really good. If that had been played on the radio, kind of like JoJo Gunn and some of those bands who were able to somehow get the one-hit wonder deal. Payola, I understand, really never went away, and it doesn't surprise me. I remember when Good Charlotte blew up, that period in the 90s. I somehow I intuited it. I already knew. Who the fuck is this band, and why are they getting all this, and they're no good? To this day, business overall, corruption in business because people want the money sucks. I pulled this, but I haven't played it yet. So this will probably get played today. Duncan Mackay, Chimera. I think he's from South Africa. Played with Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. I have another one of his solo albums. This is Prague. I still haven't figured out what that picture is. Is it a deflated balloon or something? I don't know. It's strange. But I pulled this to play, didn't get to it, so maybe today. Okay. I thought show one more album. I've shown these, but I'll show this one again because if you can find these, good luck. Before I got my current digital audio workstations, I was using Adobe Audition and really primitively putting together stuff using samples. I followed the law where it's like you can only use so many seconds of a sample before it's you can be sued. So I started by making this album, Sonospheres. I only had 100 of these made. that's a print that was made separately. I have some that I keep forgetting to sell. But this is one of my collages. Sonospheres. I had hundreds of these made cheaply. I wanted some, I really wanted to get something out. Consequently, the small pressing plant that made this is out of business because the owner was killed when his pressing plant exploded. So this is like, I couldn't even get the plate for this if I wanted to. Here's another one of my albums. Only 100 of these exist. And then I made the follow-up to it. Sonospheres #2. These are all sold out. You can maybe find it online on Discogs. Every now and then people will show me pictures where it shows up in the used section of record stores around the country. Very proud of this. This was a lot of work. And I'm impressed that a viewer was able to identify a Terge Ripdahl sample that's on here. But Sonospheres #2. I love that collage. I made this in an edition of 500. 250 on green and 250 on red. Very proud of this work. Good luck if you can find one. Okay, folks. I don't mind saying it again. I literally need your support. I don't just want money. I need your support. Please buy some music today on Bandcamp. Have a good day.